Hello and welcome. You're watching Express News. For all your quickfire updates, I'm Gautam Roy. Let's begin. As India gears up for the second phase of general elections, Prime Minister Narendra Modi held a public meeting in Tonk-Sabai Madhupur seat in the western state of Rajasthan on Tuesday. Addressing the rally, the PM said the BJP has shown what a stable and honest government can do when it remains in power for 10 years. Prime Minister Modi also held a rally in Chhattisgarh. He said appeasement and vote bank politics are in the DNA of the Congress. India's Home Minister and senior BJP leader Amit Shah addressed a public meeting at North Bastar Kanker of Chhattisgarh and West Bengal. Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh addressed a public gathering in the northern state of Uttar Pradesh and the eastern state of Bihar on Tuesday. Bharatiya Janata Party President J.P. Nadda addressed a public meeting in the central state of Madhya Pradesh in the Tikamgarh region. Uttar Pradesh's Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath addressed a public meeting in the state's Amroha region. Congress leader Priyanka Gandhi Vadra held a public meeting in the southwestern state of Karnataka. Congress Party leader Sachin Pilot participated in a rally in support of AICC General Secretary K.C. Venugopal in the southern state of Kerala's Alappuzha city. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge addressed a rally in Kerala's Wayanad, saying, "We stand at a crucial juncture in our nation's history where the very soul of our country is under attack." Bihar's Chief Minister and Janata Dal United Party Chief Nitish Kumar addressed a public meeting in the state's Katihar city. Samajwadi Party National General Secretary Shivpal Singh Yadav and Mainpuri candidate Dimple Yadav addressed a public meeting in Uttar Pradesh's Amroha. Bahujan Samaj Party Chief Mayawati addressed a public meeting in Uttar Pradesh as well. BJP leader from Khunti parliamentary seat in Jharkhand, Arjun Munda, is seeking a second term as its MP. Munda filed his nomination papers on Tuesday with a roadshow and public meeting in his constituency. Professor Naima Khatoon has become the first ever woman to be appointed as the new Vice Chancellor of 123-year-old Aligarh Muslim University. She has been appointed for a period of 5 years. Security has been tightened after a man was shot dead by people identified as Mohammad Razak in India's Jammu and Kashmir. Forces have cordoned off the area and an investigation has been initiated to nab the attackers. Indian naval sailing vessel Tarni returned to its base port in western India's Goa after a historic transoceanic expedition of nearly 2 months. The expedition was by women officers of the Indian Navy, Lieutenant Commander Dilna K. and Lieutenant Commander Rupa A. The Indian Space Agency ISRO shared a satellite images showing expanding glacial lakes in the Indian Himalayas. Glacial lake outburst floods can have devastating consequences for communities downstream. Glacial lake outburst floods occur when glacial lakes release large volumes of meltwater due to the failure of natural dams, resulting in sudden and severe flooding downstream. A day after a massive fire broke out in Delhi's Ghazipur landfill site, another fire erupted at the Bandhwari landfill site in Gurugram in Haryana. The fire department is present on the spot to douse the flames. No casualties have been reported as of now. Indian equity indices ended higher for the third straight session on Tuesday. At close, the BSE Sensex was up 0.12% at 73,738.45. Meanwhile, the Nifty was up 0.14% at 22,368. The Indian rupee or INR ended flat at 83.34 per dollar against US dollar on Tuesday. On the multi-commodity exchange, gold rate was trading at 66,072 rupees per 10 grams with a fall of 0.88%. And silver was trading at 80,171 rupees per kg on the multi-commodity exchange. Crude oil prices have recouped some of the losses as Brent crude was trading above $87 per barrel, failing to impress traders. Petrol price in India's national capital was 94 rupees 72 paise per litre. Meanwhile, it was 104 rupees 21 paise per litre in Mumbai. Diesel price in Delhi stood at 87 rupees 62 paise per litre and it was 92 rupees 15 paise in Mumbai on Tuesday. On Wall Street, the Dow rose 0.67% and the S&P 500 gained 0.87%. Nasdaq Composite gained 1.11%. Investors scaled back safe haven bets as worries over a wider Middle East conflict eased. Asian shares extended gains on Tuesday, taking cues from Wall Street as focus shifts to earnings results from US tech giants in the week. British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has promised to start sending asylum seekers to Rwanda from July as the UK Parliament passed the Rwanda Asylum Bill. Sunak said the government had booked commercial charter planes and trained staff to take migrants to Rwanda, a policy he hopes will boost his Conservative Party's flagging fortunes before this year's elections. Hours after the approval of the bill, at least 5 migrants, including a minor, lost their lives while attempting to cross the English Channel, a heavily trafficked waterway from France to Britain on an overloaded boat on Tuesday. All 10 crew members aboard were killed as 2 Malaysian Navy helicopters collided mid-air during a parade rehearsal. The Navy will be carrying out an investigation into the cause of the incident. Witness testimonies have begun in Donald Trump's trial for criminal hush money payments, facing 34 charges in connection to allegations of paying off an adult film star before the 2016 elections. Meanwhile, Donald Trump has denied these accusations, saying the case is politically driven. North Korea conducted its first drill simulating a nuclear counterattack under its nuclear trigger management system in an exercise guided by its leader Kim Jong-un. The country fired several short-range ballistic missiles. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky expressed gratitude to US President Joe Biden for support and leadership in a telephone call on Monday. Biden told his Ukrainian counterpart that the United States will provide significant new security assistance to meet Ukraine's needs as soon as the Senate passes an aid bill and he signs into law. A Russian air attack on Ukraine's second biggest city, Kharkiv, hit TV broadcast infrastructure, prompting disruptions with the signal. A delegation of US representatives visited Kyiv on Monday to express support for Ukraine. The visit comes following the passage of a $95 billion legislative package providing security assistance to Ukraine, Israel and Taiwan. While in the Novomykhailivka region in eastern Ukraine, Russia said its forces had taken control of the town, but Ukraine's military fighting there said it was still in control of the village. U.S. State Department has said Hamas moved the goalposts in ceasefire talks with Israel. U.S. State Department spokesperson Matthew Miller said Hamas has signaled that they don't want an agreement. The Israeli military's intelligence chief has resigned after accepting responsibility for the failures that allowed the devastating Hamas-led attack on Israel on the 7th of October last year. Iraq and Turkey signed a strategic framework agreement that will oversee security, energy and economic cooperation between both the countries on Monday. Turkish President Erdogan was in Iraq for an official visit. As the UN Security Council met on Monday, Haiti has called on the international community to act swiftly to prevent genocide in the country. Haiti is preparing for the installation of a 9-member council to take over from Prime Minister Ariel Henry. The Solomon Islands face a tense wait for an election result after opposition parties pulled ahead of incumbent Prime Minister Manasseh Sogovare's party, as counting on Tuesday showed independence will be key to forming the government. Iran's President Ibrahim Raisi met Pakistan's President Asif Ali Zardari during his 3-day visit to the country. Both the leaders reiterated the resolve to further broaden mutually beneficial cooperation in various areas of common interest. Armenians are protesting against the transfer of 4 villages to Azerbaijan as agreed upon by both nations. Residents oppose the border delimitation agreements between Armenia and Azerbaijan. Bolivian police used tear gas in La Paz to disperse a protest by teachers demanding increased public education funding and opposing a pension bill they argue will mandate retirement at 65. India's weather officials issued heat wave alert for eastern regions, including for the states of Odisha and West Bengal. Temperatures above 43 degrees Celsius are forecast for the next 5 days. And India's Met Department also forecast rainfall in several northeastern states such as Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram and Tripura till Wednesday. India's capital New Delhi do not have heatwave conditions this month. However, temperature is expected to touch 40 degrees Celsius over the next 3 days. Bangladesh suffers under brutal heatwave sweeping the nation. Temperatures have risen up to 43 degrees Celsius. Authorities shut schools for a week in Bangladesh, asking people to stay sheltered from the sun to avoid heat stroke. The government has directed all hospitals to stay prepared as heat strokes and dehydration may spike in the South Asian nation due to the ongoing heat wave. Thailand has also been sweating under intense heat wave. Maximum temperatures in northern provinces on Monday hit 43 degrees Celsius. In China, rescue operations were underway as heavy rainfall in southern regions caused rivers to flood in Guangdong. As of now, 41 emergency boats are in operation in the city that accommodates around 38,000 people who are said to be stranded. Precipitation records for April have been broken in many parts of Guangdong, and north of Guangzhou has been half submerged in flood waters. The devastating toll of heavy rains and floods in Kenya also continues to rise. Flash flooding has left at least 13 people dead and nearly 15,000 others displaced across Kenya. Floods have caused increased water levels in rivers, infrastructure damage, livestock and property losses, and limited road access in various regions. Cleanup has begun in Hualien after dozens of quakes jolted Taiwan. Hualien was rattled by more than 200 aftershocks late on Monday and early on Tuesday. Seismological Center has issued warnings of more aftershocks with heavy rain predicted for all of Taiwan this week. Taiwan President Tsai Ing-wen has written on her Facebook page calling on people to avoid the mountains and stay alert. Severe storms have wreaked havoc in Turkey. Heavy downpour and strong winds reached 118 kilometers per hour, affecting the southern, western and northern regions. A wave of cold weather of Arctic origin brought heavy snowfall to northern Italy on Monday. Heavy snowfall hit the Alps with more than 1 meter of snow in northern Italy's Prato Nevoso ski resort. Ethnic groups in Vietnam hold rain praying ceremony. The ceremonies pray for favorable weather, bountiful crops and other good fortune. The prayer ceremony also contributes as a local tourism product. These rituals attract tourists from across the country to experience the culture of ethnic groups in the Central Highlands. Vietnam's Moc Chau tourism area has got national status. The country's Ministry of Culture on Monday recognized the area as National Tourism Site. Devotees across India are celebrating Hanuman Jayanti, a festival that marks the birth of Lord Hanuman. Devotees gathered at temples offering prayers, chanting hymns and participating in different rituals. And devotees in India's southern Tamil Nadu state took part in a vibrant procession to celebrate the traditional festival of Chittirai. Thousands of devotees were seen pulling a decorated chariot and shouting the idol of Hindu god Kalagar. Devotees offered prayers and took holy dip in the Saryu River on the occasion of Chaitra Purnima in India's Ayodhya. The day marks the first full moon of the Hindu New Year. Chinese Space Agency has released stunning images captured by Shenzhou 17 astronauts aboard China's orbiting space station. The collection features the natural landscapes and urban scenes of China. As the Shenzhou 17 mission nears its end, preparations are underway for launch of the Shenzhou 18. It's poised for takeoff in the coming days. The Shenzhou 18 mission will be the 13th manned mission of China and the 18th overall flight of the Shenzhou program. Deadpool and Wolverine are teaming up in a new trailer for the latest X-Men franchise release. Marvel Studios have released the first look of Hugh Jackman's return to the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Wolverine. The trailer also features the first look at Emma Corrin's villain, who's rumored to be Cassandra Nova, the evil female twin of X-Men founder Professor Charles Xavier. Directed by Sean Levy, Deadpool and Wolverine is set to hit US cinemas on the 26th of July later this year. Actors Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt have premiered The Fall Guy, their love letter to stunt performers and film crews. The film is inspired by a popular early 1980s TV series of the same name and stars Gosling as Colt Seavers. American action comedy film directed by David Leitch, The Fall Guy's global cinematic rollout begins on the 24th of April. The teaser of upcoming 2024 Indian epic science fiction dystopian film Kalki 2898 AD is out now. A new teaser promo of the film was shared on Star Sports, which had Bollywood actor Amitabh Bachchan covered in yellow clothes. Telugu comedy drama Aa Ukkati Alaku trailer is out now. The film is set to hit the theatres on the 3rd of May. Psychological thriller Kartam Bhugatam teaser is out now as well. The film will be releasing on the 17th of May of this year. Kartam Bhugatam will be released in 5 languages, that's Hindi, Telugu, Tamil, Kannada and Malayalam. And India's Gujarati hit film Kasumbo, dubbed in Hindi, will now be launched across the country. Mystery drama Kasumbo is set for its big release across India on the 3rd of May this year. Sports now, Inter Milan won their 20th Serie A title on Monday after a 2-1 win at AC Milan gave Simone Inzaghi's side an unassailable lead in the standings. Ecstatic Inter Milan fans celebrated winning Serie A in Piazza del Duomo in Milan. Barcelona president Juan Laporta has demanded a rematch against Real Madrid if Lamine Yamal's goal is confirmed to have been incorrectly ruled out. Premier League leaders Arsenal host Chelsea in Tuesday's tantalizing London derby. Chelsea are likely to be without Cole Palmer, who's been suffering with illness since Saturday's FA Cup defeat. World number 1 Serbian tennis great Novak Djokovic was named Laureus World Sportsman of the Year at a ceremony held in Madrid to tie another all-time record with his 5th Laureus Award. Barcelona star Aitana Bonmati has won the Laureus World Sportswoman of the Year award as well. Bonmati won the league and Champions League with Barcelona last year, while also leading Spain to a first ever Women's World Cup title. England and Real Madrid midfielder Jude Bellingham has won the 2024 Laureus World Sports Breakthrough of the Year award. The World Anti-Doping Agency, that's WADA, has defended its decision to clear 23 Chinese swimmers for the Tokyo 2020 Olympics despite testing positive for a banned heart medication. The French Olympic Committee started a 5-day tour of the facilities in the regions of Rennes, Rhône, Alps and Provence Alps go to the Zor on Monday as it presents its bid to host the 2030 Winter Olympic Games. And Delhi Capitals will clash with Gujarat Titans on Wednesday at the Arun Jaitley Stadium in New Delhi. Delhi have won 3 out of 8 matches, are at number 8 on the points table at the moment. And that's it for now in Express News. But for all the latest, keep watching DD India.